Hello, my name is Joe Brumfield, Senior Director with ASCD. Our team is dedicated to partnering with you to create custom solutions for all of your professional learning needs. On behalf of your friends here at ASCD, I'd like to welcome you to ASCD Webbies. Our Webbies are short clips created by our faculty members to highlight strategies to help educators deliver virtual instruction. Join us every Friday to learn and share some creative ways to deliver instruction with engaging online tools. Our Webbies will be released every Friday on social media accounts as well as ASCD streaming. Follow the hashtag ASCD Faculty Friday to view our latest releases. Enjoy.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maria Gonzalez, and I am here with ASCD. So the topic for today that I'm presenting to you is meeting the needs of ELL learners. And I have been with ASCD as a faculty member for the past 12 years. I mostly do a lot of work around differentiation, ELL learners, graduate release model. For the past 17 years, I've coached teachers, administrators nationwide. Again, we're here to do the ELL work. So we wanted to start first talking about a little bit of cultural identity with ELL learners. The environment and getting to know them is a very important and foundational piece to meeting their needs. Just wanted to share that, ELL learners, the majority of ELL learners have actually been born in the US and bring a wealth of strengths, but the culture and the mainstream culture cannot fully ever be totally mashed up together. I have this picture of freshwater and saltwater fish to just give you a picture of that. But just know that they do bring many strengths into your classrooms. So I wanted to give you and share this slide with you because two of the things that I always see as a strength based piece of ELL learners is they're really good about improvising and accepting, being very flexible to new situations, but also the fact that they're really verbal. I am myself one in collaborating, and that's why we wanted to share Flipgrid as the web tool that you'll see a little bit later on in this Webbie. Okay, so differentiation is basically meeting the needs of our learners, okay? Always thinking about the learner first. So when you think about that, I wanted to just share this picture for you to think that our ELL learners need equity. They need some scaffolding pieces, kind of like these little stools that I put on the picture to help them. The key is, how do they learn language through content and content through language? Because if we think about it, those are the two things that they are metacognitively thinking about, right? So how do I provide some kind of equity into the work with them? So the first thing you always want to do when we think about differentiation is, how do we provide kids the purpose, your standards, the why of learning? So purpose for us, what is my daily purpose for learning, is divided into content and language for ELL learners. So the first thing is a language purpose. So I can provide some scaffolding, the why of learning for my ELL students by thinking about what are the language demands that the lesson that I am sharing with my student puts on them. And I want to really understand their thinking through spoken or written language, right? And these things are divided into vocabulary, structure, and function. I know that it's very popular for the vocabulary piece, but when we speak a language, we use all three of these: the vocabulary to know words, structure to help me with grammar, and function, which gives me the purpose of speaking, okay? So the web tool that I wanted to share with you, again, is called Flipgrid, and you are able to share a 2-minute video of an answer, okay? As a teacher, you're able to create a class, okay? And post a question and kids can answer you through a quick video, right? And so I thought this would be a great way for my students to actually collaborate and also practice their oral and listening speaking skills. Take a look at this very short video of how Flipgrid works.
Head over to Flipgrid.com and create a free Flipgrid account with your Microsoft or Google email address. Once you've signed up, let's create your first grid. Your grid is your class, so I'll name mine 6th grade reading. Select a grid type. I'll select school email, which will allow my students to access the grid using their school email address. If you're teaching younger learners without emails, you can choose the student ID option. Students do not need to create an account. They will use this code to access the grid. You can personalize it, so I'm going to make mine remote reflection. Limit access to the grid by entering your school emails. Enter everything after the @ symbol. Add multiple emails for students and educators. Now that your grid is created, you'll see that we have automatically created a discussion prompt to help introduce Flipgrid to your learning community. Let's make a new discussion prompt. In Flipgrid, we call those topics. You can add links, videos, or anything you want your learners to view prior to recording a video response. Or hop on over to the Disco library where there are thousands of ready-to-use topic templates available. Now that you have created your topic, you are ready to share with your learner. Share the link or code with your learning community. This is how your students will access Flipgrid and start posting videos. For step-by-step student instructions and more resources to help you use Flipgrid, check out the links in the description below.
All right, so you just learned how to create a grid, which is a quick class to show you. And what I suggest that you use the Flipgrid for is to help kids with language structure, with grammar, right? And so in grammar, our students need how to use the language. We need signal words, and the recommendation here would be to use some sentence frames. Sentence frames takes off a little bit of the load of thinking about the grammar. How do I say this? And all I really have to think about as an ELL learner is the content to fill in those blanks, okay? Now, as a student, how do I respond to one of those Flipgrids and at the same time practice my oral and my written language? Okay, so let's take a look at this quick video on how a student would actually share their answer. Before I play the video, I would like to let you know that I think if kids feel a little bit intimidated, you could have them not post a picture, but something stable on the screen. In case they feel a little bit shy about it, we want them all to really share, but until they get really acclimated to Flipgrid, that could also be an option. Students can actually record themselves several times until they feel really comfortable with the recording and then share it with the teacher. Take a look at how students would do this.
Join your class Flipgrid by entering the code from your teacher in the free iOS or Android app. Or enter the code at flipgrid.com on any web browser. You'll be asked to log in with your school email address or student ID from your teacher. Now that you're in, let's tap that green plus to record a video. In Flipgrid, you can pause your video to record multiple segments, add filters, turn on whiteboard mode, and more. Once you're done, you can review and edit your video or record more. When you're ready to share, tap next and take a selfie. This is the image that will appear on the grid. Click submit to share your video to the grid, and that's it. Your video is on the grid.
So guys, that's basically it. Just a quick piece on how to meet the needs of your learners language-wise through grammar. Think about their culture. If you need anything else, you can connect. Here's our ASCD